When we think of UFOs or extraterrestrials, we often think of flying saucers, green little men, beams of light, and all sorts of things that we can see. But what about when the evidence of an extraterrestrial presence is invisible to the naked eye? This is what researchers have been investigating at one of America's most famous UFO hotspots, Skinwalker Ranch. And what they found may be more terrifying than anything else ever seen at the ranch. This is the longest-running unsolved mystery in the world. It's also known as the Sherman Ranch, or the UFO Ranch. In 1996, it was sold to Terry and Gwen Sherman, who were horrified to discover that their new property came with not only cows that had been mowed in half, but also strange lights in the sky above it. There have been many strange occurrences here over the years, including strange lights, magnetic disturbances, large animal mutilations, and even UFO sightings. The ranch is located near the town of Ballard, Utah, and has been the site of paranormal activity for decades. From 1950 to 1964, the U.S. military reportedly investigated strange phenomena occurring in the area around the ranch. In 1994, a man named John Alexander investigated the ranch for the U.S. government. He saw crop circles, strange lights, and even some unexplained animal carcasses. After this, the ranch was apparently placed under surveillance by the National Security Agency. They wanted to know if these strange events were caused by Soviet nuclear weapons testing. By 1996, the land had become the property of Terry and Gwen Sherman. However, they soon realized that there was something very strange going on here. Animals were mutilated, objects were moving on their own, and there were strange lights in the sky. The Shermans tried to explain these away as nothing more than hoaxes, but as time went on, it became clear to them that there was something real behind these events. For example, a neighbor claimed that he saw two strange men dressed in dark clothing near the Shermans' home, and when the police searched the area, they found two sets of footprints that couldn't be explained. The Shermans then hired Robert Bigelow, a wealthy businessman, to investigate the ranch. His company, National Institute for Discovery Science, or NIST, built a research facility nearby and began monitoring the ranch. They found even more strange phenomena, including orbs of light, magnetic anomalies, and poltergeist activity. What's really scary is that all of this happened before the rise of TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, so the footage of these alleged paranormal events is limited. Otherwise, we might have already figured out what's going on here. The Shermans continued to live on the ranch until 2016 when they finally sold it. The new owner was Adamantium Holdings LLC, a group of investors led by Brandon Fugel. Adamantium has continued the research into paranormal phenomena at the ranch and has released some of their findings to the public. These are perhaps some of the most disturbing videos that have ever come out of Skinwalker Ranch. Brandon Fugel took some reporters from the Daily Mail to the ranch and showed them some of the things that they'd seen while monitoring the property. They discovered huge areas of flattened crops, which seemed to be hundreds of years old. There were also strange geometric patterns in the dirt and rocks. This is very similar to the Nazca lines in Peru and other ancient sites around the world. These patterns are difficult to make by hand, so whoever or whatever is making them must have some kind of advanced technology. It doesn't stop there though. There were also large areas where all the topsoil had been stripped away, revealing the red clay underneath. This could have been done by heavy machinery, or maybe even a massive animal like a dinosaur. But there are no tracks or other evidence of how this could have been done. But these are just the things that can actually be seen with the naked eye. What about the invisible stuff? Well, according to Brandon Fugel, there have been all sorts of strange electromagnetic readings coming from the ranch. He said that cell phones, compasses, and even cars have been affected by these mysterious electromagnetic fields. It seems that these invisible forces can mess with our technology in unknown ways. Some people believe that this is evidence of a top-secret government experiment gone wrong. Others say it's proof of an alien presence. According to Brandon Fugel, there is definitely something artificial going on here. He believes that the government may be testing new technologies in the area that are creating these strange effects. But why would they do this, and why have they been doing it for so long? One theory is that the government is trying to create a portal to another dimension or maybe even another planet. This would explain the strange electromagnetic readings as well as the sightings of UFOs and other paranormal phenomena. But what does this mean for us? If the government is successfully able to open a portal to another dimension, it could have serious consequences for humanity. It is possible that dangerous creatures could come through the portal and attack us. or that our world could be destroyed entirely. Some people believe that this is what's happening at Skinwalker Ranch, that's why it is so important for us to keep investigating and to try to find out what is going on. We need to know if the government is up to something that could threaten our existence. And it's not just the government that's interested in Skinwalker Ranch. Private companies and even foreign governments have been monitoring the area for years. They want to know what is going on here, and they're willing to spend millions of dollars to find out. So what is it about Skinwalker Ranch that's so fascinating? What makes it the longest running unsolved mystery in the world? Well, it could be that there's something truly extraordinary going on here. Maybe there is a portal to another dimension, or maybe there really are aliens living among us. It's also possible that the strange phenomena at Skinwalker Ranch are simply a hoax. But if that's the case, it's a very elaborate one, and it is hard to imagine how anyone could fake the things that have been seen and experienced at the ranch. One thing's for sure, though, Skinwalker Ranch is unlike any other place on Earth. It is a place where the laws of physics seem to break down, and where strange things happen that we call and explain. The Skinwalker Ranch is truly a fascinating place, and it is one that we should continue to study if we want to understand what is really going on out there. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll uncover the truth about this mysterious ranch and the secrets it holds. Or maybe some things are best left unknown. But what do you think? What's really going on at Skinwalker Ranch? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about this topic, I suggest you watch the documentary available on various platforms. It goes into much more detail than I was able to cover in this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my other videos. Have a great day.